Checkaroo.
We're gonna do this in one take. Look at Dish. That's what this show is. Welcome to Look at Dish. This is our cooking show. This is Look at Dish, a cooking show by me and my best friend Chris.
Well, this isn't. This is like a teaser explainer thing for Look at Dish.
Yeah, right. Well, this is, if you're new to this show,
it's gonna be Look at Dish. Eventually, it's gonna be Look at Dish.
In 30 seconds, it'll be Look at Dish. We've been doing this for 3 years, and our first episode makes sense. It's with our best friend Shane Gillis, and it's when we all live together in Astoria, Queens, and you can see the anger in all of us. As adults living together. Huh?
I remember being pretty happy.
Yeah, you're being fed by me. It's not a bad game. It's fitting that we show you where we all started this thing, and then you can see the evolution every week. And if you want to see that evolution, please subscribe to our channel.
Who doesn't want to see evolution?
Like and share. We also have new episodes coming out monthly on patreon.com/Stuff Island. Sign up for that Look at Dish tier, and you'll get the new stuff. So please tune in.
Please, anything you can do. Please, anything you can do to help.
I just had a baby. Please. Yeah, we're on the road a lot too. Like we're not just in this kitchen.
Look at Ish.
Hey!
Shut up, Chris.
Fuck you, man.
Guys, look at Ish!
Shane's upset.
Yeah, he's already upset. Meatballs. We're cooking meatballs.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers, dude.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
For the meatball, 3 pounds of meatloaf mix, which is veal, pork, and beef. Fresh oregano, fresh basil, fresh parsley, some garlic, an onion, panko with some milk, and fresh Parmesean. Throw in some eggs too, all right? Here, the sauce. This is peeled pomodoros, 3 cans of that, 1 can of tomato paste, a little basil, a boar. That's it. So we're gonna make a meatball right now, and we're gonna start off with what sauce? This is very tough.
I know.
This is 3 cans of San Marzano. Try and get as much of the liquid out as possible, and then I puree it with that immersion blender over there. First of all, I'm not a chef. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know how to talk to people, unlike you fucking pillheads. Some sucker line chef addicted to Oxycontin is giving me lip. You're a fucking line chef in Newark. Because there's so many ingredients in the meatball itself, I keep this sauce, I think they call it old world style, but I don't think it is either. So it's just tomato. The tomato's a star, a little bit of butter to cut the fat, and then I just throw in this giant bush.
Isn't the meatball a star?
It is this time. Yeah, the tomato's a star in here.
Oh, okay.
But overall, the meatball's a star.
Yeah.
Boom. Let that pig soak.
Do you take the rubber band off, or?
Yeah, I should do that. For the onion, I'm not dicing it because it's gonna get pulled right out. The objective here is to bleed the flavors into the sauce without changing the consistency, the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Onion. Ish!
Look at that.
This is where it gets fun, all right?
I'm having fun.
Yeah, we're having a great time. Having a fucking blast. 3 pounds. I wanted to do it with 2. My measurements in my head were 2 pounds, but I had to go to a foreign supermarket. So not foreign as in racistly foreign, but it's not mine. It's
Just
not
like,
my super.
yeah.
I was unaware of the location of the meat.
Right.
But were they foreign?
No, Astoria is a very diverse area. We should say it's a wonderful place to grow your children.
What kind of foreign?
It's 1 egg per pound. And then we're gonna have one whole head of garlic in 3 pounds of meat. 2 cups or so of parm. What's he doing back there? What the fuck's he doing?
Nothing, dude.
There's a lot of parm. A lot of old school wops will actually put out a piece of sourdough bread for like a week, and then they put it through a food processor. So what you can do is this 1 cup of Panko, which is a Japanese bread, and you just soak these in some whole milk. You don't have to measure out other than the 3 cups. 1 cup per pound of meat. It's the easiest way to do it. And then I just give them a bath. It's just right over the top. Let them sit. Looks like a bowl of cereal. And as that soaks, the reason it doesn't matter to measure the milk is because I'm going to strain it with my fingers before it enters the meat itself. This again is just to try and maintain the moisture throughout the meatball as it cooks.
This is a sexual experience.
It is.
I think there is a difference between a cupboard and a cabinet.
I think a cupboard might be standalone. Cabinet might be, right?
Temperature to taste. I don't know, Chris.
That's why we have Chris, though. You get the real fucking combo.
the real talk.
God damn.
Sorry.
I know, I like it.
That's a guy.
I like it. You're having fun.
Volleying, dude. Just volleying. Good shit.
It's a whole head of garlic for the most part for 3 pounds of meat, but I cook it off in some olive oil. Otherwise, the raw garlic makes your butt burnt. You know what I mean? You'll be having your fucking, unless you want your undies smelling like Nona's. Anyway, I'm mincing this garlic. I'm gonna throw it in some oil, and you're cooking off that intensity. Raw garlic it's got too much of a fucking bite. You know, you ever have an uncle cook you a hamburger and they're like, I do special thing. I put raw garlic in it.
Nah, none of my uncles did special things.
Add this too. Whole can of paste. I'm not gonna salt that yet because we're gonna reduce it.
So yesterday I was having an absolute Bud Light morning blowout. And I was doing it
was I.
And I was doing it
Chocolate stouts.
to startle my girlfriend who was asleep. And I would fart as loud as I could to scare her.
Yeah.
Chris, whose room's right next to ours, thought we were challenging him to a fart.
Well, because his first fart came after one of my loudest farts of my life. And then, so I thought he was a challenge. I think he was throwing down the gauntlet. I was putting pillows under my hips to get my ass higher in the air so that the gas would go to my butthole. And just blasting him out as hard as I could.
And he was laughing.
I was laughing
giggling
so
his ass
hard.
off because he heard us laughing.
Yeah. I thought we were all in on it. In the cab on the way to the club last night, I was like, oh man, those farts this morning, that was ridiculous. He was like, what? He was like, you heard me farting? I was like, yeah. You didn't hear mine? He was like, I didn't hear a single thing. I was like, what the fuck? That's as good as I got.
You're not ready. I think you're at about 90%.
100%.
Of smelly farts?
Absolutely room clearing. Everyone's mad at you.
There's a
No.
dude,
It's
there's
not
a
Like it makes you
1%.
not likable.
Why?
That's how bad your farts are. Like
No, you guys
I
just
swear to
like-
God.
no.
No, dude, relax. I swear to God, it's a quality that sucks.
you have a squirrel carcass in your asshole.
It's bad.
It's not that bad.
Why are you the one telling us it's not bad?
Yeah, it's 1 tablespoon of oregano,
What is it?
Oregano, parsley, and basil per pound. So you want 3 of each, 3 tablespoons of each, because you have 3 pounds of meat. Continue your shit stories.
But she couldn't say wasps because she was like 2. So she just started yelling, "Wops! Wops!" Like terrified, like, "Wops! Wops! There's wops everywhere!" And they all freaked out, made her shut up.
What'd they do?
I think that was it. I don't think anything bad came of it, but it was a funny story.
Parsley, same thing. 3 tablespoons.
I'm not even looking behind me. I'm terrified.
You should save that story for the stage. Because that was a humdinger.
I don't like what's happening here.
I like it. This is very important, by the way. Fresh ingredients, obviously, that's the corniest fucking thing to say. But when it comes to a meatball, all that dried out bullshit, it doesn't come through. Wait till you taste the difference with fresh oregano.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my God.
Feel that shit? It's nice.
It's fur. You can feel the fur.
Dude, this is the butthole. Keep the butthole, because the butthole keeps all this, that's the spine, keeps everything together. Shell it from the outside. And you want this very finely minced. Mostly because it's gonna cook in its own juices as the meatball continues to cook. So I don't have to cook it off prior to like the garlic, because that is too bitter and it's too fucking strong for your mouth, for your wife's ears and face, all of it. You'll just be going. I should be cleaning this off as I go, but we gotta feed Shane before he goes to the cellar, so I'm fucking rushing and I'm all over the place.
I need a meatball.
So here, you wanna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And then straight down. And that'll already give you a fine dice, and then you can, manipulate it as you go. So this is a whole Spanish onion for 3 pounds.
Start enjoying yourself.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, you're being mean.
No, I'm not.
You're being salty and mean. You're sulking in the corner.
No, this is fun.
This is a big sulk.
It's a lot of pressure for me.
Now, what if you can't use a knife? What if you can't do that?
Like you're on an island?
I can't do what you're doing.
The weight of the blade should be balanced. So you typically pinch in the middle here. So like that. And instead of moving this way to protect your fingers, you're supposed to glide it in one position, and then with a thumb, let's say you're cooking a carrot, you're supposed to drag it through your fingers and use the flat end of your fingers to protect the blade. So you never come down on your finger like that. And then you use your thumb in the back, push through.
We just want to maintain this temp, right? You can
Yeah.
overcook sauce. Can't you overcook sauce?
Nah, not in that pan. That pan that's a Le Creuset. It's the top of the line. It's not going to stick. It'll burn if
All
it
of a
sticks
sudden,
to
the
the
laws
bottom.
of physics don't apply in the.
Not really. The French know what the fuck they're doing.
Le Creuset.
There it is.
What a pot. Great pot.
Yeah, the fine dice, you can't really avoid it. Shut up. It's a fucking onion.
I'm not fucking
No,
around.
I didn't realize I got crushed by this shit until I moved in with you. You actually cooked.
Bunch of fucking garlic eaters.
Yeah.
Squeeze the milk out. When making a meatball, you don't want to overwork the meat. It becomes dense. You want to keep some level of aeration as you mix all this stuff. It's a lot of fucking meat. It'll go in like 2 hours.
I'm gonna eat some now, and then with my hands out of the fridge when I get back.
Guess what's not going to be here when he gets home. So, it's a little trick. You can start the process with just one if you want, but as it gets going, I just take two forks opposing one another to make a little mixer.
How about that?
Now it sounds like you're fingering somebody in a park. it's
Come on, slow down. I want to hear it. Oh my god.
Yeah, so watch. This is seasoned breadcrumb. This is the garbage that we grow up on. But if it does turn out to be a little moist, I think it's a little moist for my liking, so I'm just gonna add a little more bread right now. I don't have extra meat. And then we'll ball with that. All right, boys, you wanna ball with me?
Yeah. I order
So
Grubhub.
I usually cook the meatballs in the original pot that you're gonna finish the sauce in, because you burn, you sear the meatballs off, take the meatballs out, put them in a bowl, then you start the sauce in that way it incorporates all the flavors. It's the same kind of, we're doing the same thing, but I would do the meatballs first. You wanna help me?
Yeah, I want to make a meatball.
So that's kind of the size I'm looking for. Like a racquetball, depending on the size of your little crumbs. You see the difference?
Ew.
But look at this one.
Look at this.
Second try, I'm already better
Nice.
than
Better than who?
you.
Please.
You lose.
Look how
Look at
perfectly round that is.
I'm just taking my time with this one.
Let me see, babe. Yeah, it's nice.
Coming.
Oh, that's as big as the first one I did.
I shouldn't have kissed that, huh? That's how you get
So then-
real sick. Name of this show should be Girl Work. This is called lady stuff.
That would get the
Girl work?
female audience in. They get tricked.
Female audience is gonna be jacked up because both of you guys are handsome little guys.
Yeah.
Handsome men.
They don't like me.
They don't like you? I think they do.
Nah.
They like you, bub.
Everybody
Yeah.
likes you, man.
Don't overcrowd the pot. That way, they're tough to get under, especially in a crock that size, a Dutch oven rather.
You put a lid on that? It is actually.
What are you doing back there? This is fucking unbelievable. It is a Dutch.
Wait, what's a Dutch oven, Chris?
You put like it. You put it in that pot, and then you put a lid on, and then you put it in an oven, right?
And then you hold the
can.
blankets over your girlfriend's head. Dutch obvies. It's a Dutch obvies. And then she leaves you.
Alright.
Too many Dutch obvies. That's what my last girl said. She said, I can't keep doing the Dutch obvies. I said, hey, you better get used to Dutch obvies.
Were you hitting the Dutch ovies in the morning vlogs?
I hit Dutch obvies with everybody. Everybody gets a spin.
I've never Dutch obvious used it, but it's coming.
Coach brought us in. Put his foot on the fucking bench. He said, boys, you might be thinking what I'm thinking. Girls love Dutch ovies. Turns out they don't. I'm divorced. This football team going 5-5 is killing me.
I got the principal coming to me, telling me you guys are Dutch ovening your girlfriends. This is how I gotta spend my day? You think I wanna talk about this?
The best lesson in cooking that I've learned. It's all about balance of fat and acid.
Yeah.
That's it. Right?
Yeah.
So if something's a little too acidic, you add a little butter at the end of the sauce.
But I got no idea what's got fat and acid.
Well, you know when something's super rich in your mouth?
That's
It's
what.
overly rich. That's fat.
Okay.
Acid is like the bite of a lemon.
Okay.
You know what? That's acidic.
Yeah.
So you're adding acidic. It's like if you're having a Snickers, it's too rich.
So where's the fat?
Throw a gummy bear in your mouth. Balance.
Okay. Really? You've done a Snickers and a gummy
Buddy,
bear?
you've seen my end table.
I know.
I could
It's
fuck
bad.
up any of those. You go.
He's gonna cut this out.
It's like the
He's in
lead,
total control.
the
cutting
lead
this
singer
out.
of like a hot British band.
He was in a hot British band.
I was.
What?
He was a
I know you were in a band.
Nice.
Whoa! Show your face.
Show the boy.
We're having the best times of our
I'm
life.
having a
Right
nice
now.
time.
This is the best.
Currently is the best time.
Probably one of the best times of our life.
I'm having a good time.
Unfortunately, this is probably as good as it gets.
What are you
It's all
talking
downhill.
about?
It's fucking rules, dude.
I bet.
Yeah, because
Tell them about your moving plans.
Oh, I'm moving upstairs.
under a sponge?
Yeah, what?
Those things are filthy.
This is a brand new sponge. Look at the shape. You wouldn't fucking know.
I would know.
What a real sponge looks like?
Yeah.
He's the sponge.
This is a, this is a brand new sponge. Literally look at the shape. I know, that's why you don't talk shit.
Why you don't like that?
What?
You don't like
No, I love it. I embrace it.
Dr. Adolf's sponge.
Shane's gonna pay me $10,000.
I would give him $10,000 to legally change his name to Dr. Adolf's sponge. I swear to God.
I considered it.
And he really considered it. And then I kept adding. At first it was just changing the name to Dr. Sponge. And he agreed immediately and I was like, fuck. I gotta work on my bar. That's for me?
Yeah.
Look at the steamies off the beers.
Bon appetits.
No.
What do you mean, no?
This is you wait, dude.
What are you talking
This
about?
is a sponge-free zone.
I just want one bite of meatball.
Adolf.
Hey, Dr. Adolf sponge.
You know what's nice about Tom? Also, he has that mother gene in him where he's like, everybody eats.
Yeah. These are gonna be the
If
best.
I
Look at
made
these
this,
guys.
I'm eating the first meatball and not telling anyone. Yeah, what do you want to sign off on?
Everybody needs a little more WAP heart, to your point. You know, you should always be looking after your brethren,
Yeah,
regardless if you're freckled or not.
that's how I do it.
Yeah, you always hook people up, Chris.
I do what I can. I got limited resources.
You order Grubhub individually every time.
You guys aren't awake yet.
Yeah, you're waiting for me?
Yeah, I get up every morning, crack a dawn.
Yes.
We went to
You
bed at
wake
the
up
crack of
for
dawn
me?
last night.
Yeah.
That's it. See you next time.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this episode of Look at Dish is brought to you by Current. When you switch to Current, you may qualify for a paycheck advance of up to $750. With Current, you can also get paid up to 2 days faster, access fee-free overdraft, earn up to 4% bonus on savings, and build your credit. You get up to $750 paycheck advance if you qualify. Credit building made easy with no annual fee, no interest, and no credit cards. Get paid up to 2 days faster. Fee-free overdraft. You can earn the 4%. Guys, sign up for Current at current.com/Stuff Island. You use promo code Stuff Island for a $50 savings. When you ask customers why they like Current, they mention the ease of use and credit building features. However, the primary reason they sign up is that Current addresses their immediate need for liquidity. Are you liquid? I'm not liquid.
I've been known to be liquid.
I got a bunch of investments tied up in the Xbox.
You gotta run behind me.
They need to access money right away. That's why PCA, Paycheck Advance, is our main talking point. Guys, go to current.com/Stuff Island and use promo code Stuff Island.
Get yourself $50.
$50.
Let's go. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, if you qualify, get that paycheck early, baby.
This episode's also brought to you by Manscaped. I use it almost every day on my eyebrows, beard, mustache, nookies.
You got a lot to skate.
I do got a lot of scape. I'm a multi-man manscape.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you like these meatballs, because did you know that one man every hour, every day is diagnosed with testicular cancer? In fact, it's
What?
one man every hour, every day gets testy cancer.
Damn.
Yeah, this is sad. This is a sad ad read.
Yeah. You got.
We got good stuff coming.
Yeah. Boy, you're gonna be hungry after this.
In fact, it's the most common form of cancer among men ages 15 to 35. I had a kid in college that went to a doctor. The doctor said, you got testicular cancer. They took his nut out, and he had one bulb. We just called him punching bag. And then it turned out he didn't have testicular cancer. The doctor just removed his testicles.
I just can't believe you said it that way.
April.
Remember that song? I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "I got a bad case,
Testicular cancer. A testy cancer. April is National Testicular Cancer Awareness Month, which is why I wanted to take a second to talk about men's health issues that are important to me. With men's health and hygiene in mind, Manscaped has partnered with Testicular Cancer Society, an amazing registered 501c3 nonprofit organization. Manscaped is putting action behind their words and donating $50,000 to the Testicular Cancer Society to help save lives and promote routine self-checks. Manscaped just dropped a special edition bundle that helps support this amazing cause. The TCS Ball Hero bundle includes the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra TCS Special Edition and Special Edition TCS Boxers 2.0. Join over the 12 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and use code StuffIsland for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. First up in this bundle, a Special Edition TCS Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, rocking a brand new purple design in honor of testicular cancer awareness. It's like when the NFL guys wear pink, pink cleats. It's interesting.
This is great.
Trust me, the trimmer is next level. The trimmer is both cordless and waterproof, making trimming a breeze. It includes dual skin-safe blade heads, now accompanied an updated trimmer blade with an interchangeable foil blade for enhanced performance. I know you used to do bare bones, old school razor to your nuts. It's insane. I always think of how insane that is.
Yeah, you got to. Look, it not only does it look good, but it's easier to find lumps.
Yeah. Anyway, no. Leave it there. Use code StuffIsland.
You got to trim the hedges to see what's, if they got moles living under there.
Okay, again, Harry, there's a limited supply of these special edition products. They won't last long. Get your bundle while supplies last, and let's help raise awareness for testicular cancer together. Get 20% off and free shipping with promo code StuffIsland at manscaped.com.